What's up everyone, Kyle here, you're watching Drivin and Vibin. Today we are talking to Eric and Jeannie from Tires and Tails. They're gonna tell us how they transitioned into RV living with dogs and cats, so make sure you stay tuned. Also, stick around to the end of the video to get entered into our March giveaway. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're joined today by Eric and Jeannie from Tires and Tails, and we're gonna be talking all about traveling with an animal. Now, first, thank you for joining us today and sharing your wisdom with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So you guys had 3 animals before hitting the road, right?
Yes.
Can you kind of talk about your thought process of how you're going to transition into RV life with those pets and that experience that took place?
Sure. We started out with a travel trailer. It was a 26-foot travel trailer, no slides. And we'd taken our cats camping before, but we knew that transitioning into full-time life was going to be a little bit different and we needed some more space. So we specifically looked for rigs that would fit all 3 of our pets. And this 5th wheel is the one that counted for us.
All right. Is there any specific challenge that stuck out as you were making the transition with those animals?
There were some challenges. First of all, they were geriatric when we started out. So we needed to make sure that we looked for vets' offices, things like that along the road. Our pets, the cats, didn't go with us. They had no intention of going hiking with us or anything like that. Our dog wanted to go, but he was too old to do that, and so we just figured out comfortable places for them in the RV, and really it was a fairly easy transition for them from the house to the RV, and they just really wanted to be with us all the time.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you on that. We love spending time with our dog River, and we found that even this lifestyle lets us spend even more time with him, which is so cool.
Boy, our dog Bear absolutely loved spending all his time with us. He wouldn't like it any other way.
That's one thing. I mean, one of our cats didn't like traveling, but I mean the driving part, but he actually really likes spending a lot of time, and you spend so much time with your pets when you're in an RV.
So true.
So
yes.
I think overall he thought it was a great life. So all our concerns once we got on the road actually melted away pretty quickly.
And you say you were traveling with geriatric animals.
Yes.
Was there a certain strategy you had as far as how you would bring them to new vets across the nation?
Yes, there were vets that we would look up on Yelp, and we wanted to make sure that there were good reviews when it came to a decent veterinarian. Bear ended up needing some prescriptions, and so what we did is we went to Walgreens, because Walgreens is fairly nationwide, at least where we have been traveling, and it was easy to refill his prescriptions through Walgreens. I know that there are nationwide vet services, but we didn't use any of those. We would just do make sure you know where the emergency vet was, because they were geriatric.
Look it up before you
go.
When you enter a town. But we did find that there's a lot of different rules for prescriptions for pets in different states.
Yes.
So some places like California were a real challenge, and then they required you to see a vet in that state to refill. So before we went to that state, we always had to make sure that we had enough to deal with our traveling through there.
We've ran into some of those issues ourselves as far as different states requiring them to actually become a registered patient or have that initial consultation with the vet.
Yes.
So it comes out of pocket a little more with those visits
Yes.
if the pre-planning doesn't happen.
Yes,
So.
exactly.
Right.
Do y'all do a lot of boondocking or?
Yes.
Some?
Yes.
We do a combo.
We've been on the road for 3.5 years, and we find that just we'll do something for maybe a year, and then we maybe change it a little bit. So we've had years where we went 9 months boondocking once without ever plugging, or with there was some mooch docking in there a little bit. But then the next year maybe we do half and half, and right now we're sort of in a half and half space.
So with that, we get questions all the time about how we either take our animals with us or leave them in the trailer. Was there a certain strategy you had as far as your pet's comfort while you were out on a hike if you didn't take them with you?
Right. That was always a concern of ours. We wanted to make sure that they were comfortable, they didn't get too hot, they didn't get too cold. I know that there are temperature monitoring systems out there, and a lot of people use different brands of those. We personally don't have one at this moment. We've been still doing some research. We've written an article about it on the blog, and we're
shared our research.
You know, we shared our research, and you know, we know that some come highly recommended, and others are, you know, are, I don't know, kind of based around whatever you need and what you're looking for with your pets and how you want to keep them comfortable. One thing we did for Bear, because he actually did get a little overheated, he had Cushing's disease, and so he would get a little overheated. We built him a portable air conditioning unit so that he could stay nice and cool.
A portable swamp cooler.
Yeah, portable swamp cooler, so that we could point it right to him, and when we were boondocking, he could have that available.
Well, that's a good approach, because you know, there are unique solutions for unique situations, and I like hearing that one.
But yeah, when you're boondocking, it's easier to leave a swamp cooler thing going. But if we were in a place like Arizona where it's really warm, we just accepted that we'd have to plug in those instances. And I have a tech job, so I can check like if the power is going in the rig, so we knew if the power went out at that point. But the temperature monitor is actually something we
really do need
to
do.
We use the Marcel.
Yeah.
It's and I thought it might be a luxury and like we might not need it, but it has been so comforting to know that I can look at the phone, see what the temperature is inside the rig, even when we're away. And the humidity is on there too, which is awful, because in Alabama it's been raining so much I always get humidity alerts. So I'm just like, this is not good.
I don't want to see all that water
exactly.
in there.
Just show me the temperature.
Right.
So you said you have a blog called Tires and Tails, right?
Yeah, tiresandtails.com is the blog, but we also have some Facebook groups with the same name.
Oh, cool. All right. And on that, do you provide information and resources for people who want to travel with pets?
Yes, on the blog I have written articles, and Eric's written articles about how we travel in the RV with pets. We also have some product reviews on there, things that we found were really helpful when as we're traveling around.
And the research that we've done we were saying, the temperature monitor, sharing it so that people don't have to duplicate the effort. Mostly like providing the links so that other people can quickly go through and see what the different choices are.
Right. Sorry.
No, go ahead. No.
But the Facebook groups really are a community of people who RV with their pets, and they have been a wealth of knowledge for everyone who wants to start out. Even veterans are going, well, where do I put the cat box, or things like that, and people have such wonderful ideas that it's just been super helpful.
I'm so amazed and pleased with how helpful people are with each other.
Really
so willing to help each other.
In this community, it's amazing.
Yes. It is.
And that's kind of what I was going to ask you next, is as far as a resource, it sounds like the Facebook groups is a great resource. Is there another resource you found online that's been a go-to, or do you pretty much just look all over the internet and haven't found that one yet?
I look all over the internet. There are so many pet blogs and travel blogs, travel with pets blogs, things like that have really been helpful when it comes to traveling with pets. And so I gather information from a variety of sources.
But a lot of those were about, like, what we found is a lot of them were about people traveling with their dogs rather than a collection of resources. So in the fact that we have to look everywhere, we thought, well, since we're doing that anyway, let's just put it in a consolidated place.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and that was sort of the whole idea behind the whole thing. So.
All right. Well, very cool. So one last question, and could you leave the Vibe Tribe with one big tip or one lesson learned about traveling with pets?
One thing that I'd really like people to know and remember is to really think about your pets and the comfort of your pets. And before you start traveling, get them used to the RV. Even if you have to park it in the driveway, and bring them out into the RV with some of their things, their belongings, really get them acclimated to it before you take off. And that will potentially eliminate quite a few issues with anxiety, things like that with your pets. And then, you will have wonderful traveling companions for sure.
I love that suggestion, because we encourage people to do that themselves in their driveway. So it only makes sense to bring your pet out there and see how they react as well.
Right.
Thank you so much, Jeannie and Eric from Tires and Tails. We will link their blog in the comments section and in the description, so if you're traveling with a pet, make sure you check that out. And we can't thank you guys enough for being a part of the Escapers community here and joining us today on the video.
Thank you so much. We really enjoyed it.
Sweet. So we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
All right, guys, so the giveaway we have going on in March is for an awesome, fantastic fan for your RV. All you got to do to enter the giveaway is follow the link that's in the comments section and the description. That'll put you in the drawing to win a free fantastic fan. So make sure you do that. Thank you guys for joining us, and we will see y'all next time.